Alright, hey, what's going on, guys? So what I have in for repair today is a Apple Watch Series 4 44 millimeter. I've done so far a Series 5 and a Series 6, and they were all 44 millimeter. And this is the one that I'm going to be repairing today. You can see the screen is all cracked up, so let's get into the repair now. Alright, so here we are. We got the watch and we have the screen for it, okay? Let's see if we can turn this off. Okay, we have it off now. And usually what I do is I try to get this screen on without any heat. Usually I just put some alcohol around the edge and let it soften up the glue. But this one, I'm gonna apply some heat to it, and the reason why is there is no reason. I'm just doing this a little bit differently, to be honest with you. Okay? So let's go ahead, let's heat it up a little bit. And I've said this before, you don't have to. You can simply just take it off. You don't have to apply heat to it. Yeah, the heat will help with this process of the repair, but it's not mandatory. And just like that, I'm just heating it up, okay? And then I'm gonna come in here with my pry tool, nice and warm to the touch. And I'm gonna go around the edge, okay? And because I see the glass is coming apart like that, I'm not gonna waste any time on trying to keep on prying it, because what can happen is I can actually damage the ribbon cable, and I don't want to damage a ribbon cable. And because of that, instead of continuously going around the edge like that, I'm gonna get alcohol and this, and just like that. Okay, let's get some more light. Let's take these bands off. This side over here and this side over here. And I'm only using the tip, the very tip of the tweezer to get in here to help me move out some of the glass that's already chipping off the edge. Just like that. And I think actually this is part of, there's a sensor that's usually here, and that might be part of it. Yep, so this is part of that touch. I forgot what it's called, but this is part of it. So I'm trying to keep it in place. And the ribbon cables are down at this end. I really need to remember that, where the ribbon cables are. Now I'm going to have shards of glass, which I'm sure when I'm doing a repair tonight, I'll probably get some in my hand. Okay, and take that piece of glass out. And let's lift the battery like that. And we just detach that. I don't know what that is yet. Looks like a power button or something like that. I'm just really trying to get to this battery cable underneath here. And I'm not sure if these older generation watches have this connector, but it does. This one definitely does. So, and it's like this, and I had like every color you could think of in these screwdrivers, and it feels like I have lost all of them. Seriously, I have lost every single one of them, so I don't know. I don't even know how it happens. Okay, so there we go. We got our battery out. That way I know I don't short circuit anything, and then the watch starts acting funny when I go to putting it back together. Let's get some alcohol on these cables. Okay, and here we go. So it might seem like I'm being a little rough, and I am, but it's just enough pressure that I'm applying to these cables in order to get them to either A, lift off, or just to move around. That way I can get this job done. Okay, we got one cable out, 2 cable, and 3 cable. And if you've been following me, I've kind of been doing like on Facebook and YouTube, I've kind of been doing like a series like you can do this at home, where I'm just walking through like the basic repairs that I feel like some people can do at home. And they just don't realize it, that there's some, some of them are some easy steps that they just need to follow in order to get some of these repairs done. Some of them are more advanced repairs, and I don't expect them to be able to do them at home. And I would advise them not to, to find a local repair shop in their area and take it to them and let those guys do the repair. You could consider this to be one of them. And that's why I'm not giving too much instructions, because these are really, really small components that you're working with. I mean, the watch screen, everything inside is just small. You don't want to mess anything up in here. Okay, so let's heat this little piece up a little bit more. Okay, do we have our air compressor in here? Yes, we do. Trying to get rid of any little shards of glass that might be inside the watch. Blow them out. Okay, all right, so here we go with our new screen. Okay, and first thing is first, let's get some adhesive around the edge. And once we put the adhesive around the edge, what we're gonna do is let it sit for a few minutes, right, before we attach the screen. Because like I was saying before, it takes a few minutes before the adhesive actually starts holding. And I'm going to use my, I like to call it my precision gluing gun. Because for situations like this, I mean, I can get like the perfect amount around the edge. Like that. Get that out the way. Get that. Okay, and let's get some more like that. Okay, so while we have all that adhesive on there and it's setting up, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna attach our screen. That's first. And the way I try to attach a screen is laying the screen down and then sliding the ribbon cables in. So screen down. Let's try to tuck this last one here in. Okay, there we go. And then let's pop these clips down. Okay. All right, so there we go. Let's get this battery back in place. And the battery goes right here. It slides up underneath this ribbon cable. Like this, and then we attach this. And now, yeah, we're gonna have to clean off this whole area. And let's get our screwdriver. Just like that. And then we lay our screen in there. And I'm just wiggling it around, just kind of get it to sit in place where it's supposed to without applying too much pressure. And it just slipped off right there. Okay, now let's turn it on. Let's see if we get, okay, so there we go. We're pretty much done with this repair. Okay, so all I'm going to do now is clamp it and let it sit for about an hour, and after an hour I'll come back and I will check it. So in 1 hour we'll come back and we'll check on this just to make sure that it's working properly. Okay, and here's the finished product of the Apple Watch, and the screen is working just fine. You guys can see that. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.